Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today's is a special one. It's Saturday. It was graduation day for the winter semester at the University of Arizona, and Mia walked her ceremony, and it was a big deal. The family all went down to celebrate, and this video is a tribute to her just life story of never giving up, her journey. Some journeys don't begin with a plan. Mia's was one of those. They don't begin with excitement or certainty. They begin quietly in hospital rooms under fluorescent lights with questions no parent ever expects to ask. This is one of those journeys. This is the story of my daughter, Mia. Mia was born with a rare blood disorder called diamond Blackfan Anemia. Most people have never heard of it. We had neither. What we quickly learned that is what it meant was it was a chronic sickness, low energy, frequent hospital visits, and a childhood that looked very different than most. For me, a school didn't always happen in classrooms. Sometimes it happened in hospital rooms. Sometimes it happened between treatments. Sometimes it happened after weeks of being sick, when just sitting upright took everything she had. There were more sick days than I could ever count, really. More uncertainty than answers, and yet Mia kept going. What always amazed me wasn't just what Mia endured, it was how she endured it. She carried herself with a quiet strength, not loud, not attention-seeking, just steady. She had a gentle warrior spirit, a kindness that didn't harden under pressure, a smile that just showed up when the days were heavy. There were moments when quitting would have made sense. Moments when slowing down would have been understandable. Moments when no one would have blamed her for saying, "I've had enough." But she never did. She showed us that courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Just get up today. That's enough. If you've walked a long medical journey with a child, you know the middle is the hardest part. The beginning has shock. The end has relief or closure, but the middle is endurance. It's showing up again and again. It's appointments that blur together. It's hope mixed with fear. It's learning to live life in chapters instead of guarantees. Mia lived in that middle for years, decades. And through it all, she stayed herself. As a family, we leaned on our faith. Not because it made things easy, but because it gave us something solid to stand on when nothing else felt certain. There's a verse in the Bible that feels like it was written for this journey. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. It's found in Galatians 6:9. Mia lived that verse long before today, not in grand speeches, not in the headlines, but in daily faithfulness. Another verse says suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3-4. Her life has been a living example of that truth. One of the hardest chapters was the bone marrow transplant. It was a season of fear, waiting, trust, and surrender. There were days we didn't know what the outcome would be. Days when prayer felt like words and more like breathing. Felt less like words and more like breathing. But what carried us through was love. Family love, sibling love, and the quiet presence of God in moments we couldn't explain. This journey was never just Mia's. It belonged to all of us. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things began to change. Strength returned. Stability followed. Dreams that once felt distant began to feel possible. College wasn't just an academic goal. It was a declaration of hope. Every class attended, every exam completed, every semester finished was a quiet victory. She earned every step of this moment. And then today arrived, a day that once felt impossibly far away. This is what perseverance looks like. This is what faithfulness becomes. This is the harvest.
Today we celebrate a degree, but what we're really celebrating is you. From a very young age, your path has not been easy. You faced chronic sickness, bone marrow transplant, and more hurdles than most people will ever know, and yet you never quit. You persevered with strength, grace, and a gentle warrior spirit. You carried yourself with kindness, humility, and that beautiful smile that has always lit up a room, even on the hardest days. So many people would have given up, but you didn't. You kept going, and today is proof of that perseverance. Mom and I are so incredibly proud of you, not just for what you achieved, but for who you are. We love you more than words can say. Okay, I gotta say this. Me ke aloha, aha, eho lo ahau I ahoy.
Whoa, Dad.
That means with love, I am so very proud of you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay? And then that's your verse. That's your verse to read, Galatians 6:9, okay?
Oh my gosh, Dad.
And then
what
this is for you.
Aww, it's red, it's my color.
Yep. They made it especially for you.
If you're a parent watching this, if your child is facing chronic illness, disability, or a long uphill road, please hear this. Your story is not over. Your child is stronger than you know, and your love matters more than you realize. Mia's journey is proof that hope endures. Mia, we are so proud of you, not just for what you've accomplished, but for who you are. Your life is a testimony. E ho amahu, which in Hawaiian means keep going. Thanks for joining me on today's video. I hope you got something out of it. We'll see you next time.